Hi, I'm with Holly today, another newsreader and journalist down at coolfm and Downtown Radio. So I'm just going to ask you a bit about your career as a journalist and newsreader. So how did you get interested in journalism?
Well, for me, I was always interested in journalism. It's actually quite tragic. I mean, my mum is actually a journalist, so that's where it all came from. I used to follow her to work sometimes and got really interested in it then. Caught the bug, as they say, and I wrote my first article at the age of 11. Now, it wasn't exactly on the economy or anything like that. It was, I think it was on a VHS, that's how long ago, VHS on the Rescue Rangers, a review. So that was my first ever article, so hopefully I've improved since then. So from there, I just started doing a lot of work experience. I was in the Newton Arts Chronicle an awful lot, pestering them for experience. From there, then I kind of got interested in radio, and bizarrely I actually did work experience here at Cool FM when I was a lot younger, which was very surreal when I came back. And I did the work experience at radio here. Then I moved to Scotland to do my university degree, and I started doing work experience at a radio station called Tay FM and Tay AM, and essentially working for them for free. I think it can just be described just I was hanging around throughout my entire university career, and really it was right time, right place, because then a job came up whenever I finished my degree and they offered me work, and that was my first proper job, as they say, and absolutely loved it. And it was after that I was working in TV for Scottish television as the token Northern Irish voice on there, and worked in television for a while, and then of course I wanted to come back home and back at Cool FM again, which is just a dream. It's brilliant working here.
So do you enjoy working here? Like, what's the highlight of your job?
Well, I've got to say it's the who you work with. You know, you're getting the chance to work on the radio for a start. We do take it for granted sometimes. It can be so much fun doing what we do. The thing I love most about radio is the fact that it happens now. You know, as soon as a story breaks, you've got it on air within the hour, which is quite different from television, you know, where you get a story and you've got until 6 o'clock to put it together, and that's the real difference, you know, whereas here you will be the first person to tell people the news, you know. And nowadays I know we've got the internet and Twitter and all that sort of thing, but we're really involved in that here, you know, we're tweeting absolutely everything, really heavily involved in that. But highlight wise here, I think I've been here too short a time at Cool FM to have a highlight so far, but just being here really is fantastic, and having the opportunity to work here. You do take it for granted sometimes, but it is the best job in the world.
So would you recommend journalism to other students who want to become journalists, and, you know, tell them like what they need to do to become, you know, journalists, like work experience wise? And
you just said it, it's work experience to begin with. I mean, get your name out there. There's so many outlets now. You've got, you know, television, radio, newspapers to get into. Just build your career from while you're a student. Don't wait until you've graduated. That's a mistake I think a lot of students make, that they think that once they've got their degree, that is their ticket into journalism, but really it comes down to what you can show, how you can prove to an editor how keen you are and how much you want it. And you really do need to love news. I think we all are, as I say, news junkies in here. We really do get obsessed with it, and, you know, I think you do need that. But, you know, if you get your name out, and of course, as I said, you've got the internet now, and the internet's fantastic because you've got blogs, you've got Twitter, you can essentially have your own, you know, news outlet just for yourself. And if you can show an editor that that's what you've done by yourself without any help, then you're halfway there.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thanks very much for talking to me today.
Very much. It's been a pleasure.